Hello friends, hey, I'm heading up north here for a couple days, well actually maybe a week or so, on a trip, taking the camper van, and I just basically wanted to show you a checklist. It might be something maybe that interests you as far as what to bring and a few pointers. Come check it out. So let me just take you around the front, the outside, starting with tires. I check all my tires as far as tire pressure. Now, especially that I have the portable compressor, which was in my last video. Of course, I checked all my oil, my fluids. The main compartment's over here. This has sewer hose. Yeah, nice. And then this would be the little trough that goes, sewer goes on, or your sewer hose goes on here. This extends to about 15 feet. And my sewer's right here, underneath here. And then I have two different ways where I can bring water into the van. One is through holding tank, which is this hose here. And then this hose goes to my main water source, which is right here. Just clips in here and screws on, and then I've got regular city water. Of course, this is just an outdoor shower. I rarely use it, but if I do ever use it, it's for like cleaning off feet. If we're all full of mud or something before going into the camper, I like to take the little shower head here and clean our feet off using that. And then this here is part of the awning. It braces the awning. And I can't forget the black cable, which plugs into Sure Power at the campground. So that's that. They come around the back. I guess you would call this your basement. Of course, I'm in bed mood right now because I'm going to fit some sheets on here. But to get underneath here, I got my camp chairs. I've got a table. This table is great because it's half the size of the ones they sell that are so much bigger. It's maybe 27 by 30, folds up in half. Over here's my grill. That takes up quite a bit of space, but important. That's in a video too. The reason I bought it is because it's so shallow. It doesn't take up a lot of room. You got to think of these things when you have a camper van. You don't have the storage you do in a lot of other bigger coaches. And then here are my blocks, my leveling blocks right here. Little links. They work great when you're in campgrounds where you need to be level to run propane on your fridge. And here's my water fill here for fresh water. And this is my hot water tank. And I got this off of a YouTuber. It was a really good idea. A lot of people lose these. They're easy to vibrate off. So I put a little carabiner on here. Just a little one, just to hold it. Won't go anywhere that way. Great idea. And then moving in. Now the night before I go, or the day before I go, I'll plug in my fridge. Of course, it'll be full of, there's chips in there, it'll be full of groceries, but I run it the night before so it's cold and ready to go. And with this model, I have the choice of propane, which I won't be using because I'll be at a campground plugged in, but great feature. But what I'll do is unplug, before I leave, I will unplug Sure Power and then turn it on battery on DC. The trick is to not forget about it. And then once, of course, I get to the campground, I'll have Shore Power, and then I just turn it into regular Shore Power, and I'm good to go. And then over here is just your temperature gauge. Again, this is firing. This gives gas. This fires for propane. Here's my main closet. Here's my tools. And here's my new air compressor. that I have that's going to be nice for emergencies or just general air on my tires. This little cubby hole up here has little screws and fuses. I can't stress enough to bring a fuse, because if you pop a fuse, you're out of luck. So always carry extra fuses, 10, 15, 20 amp. I got some electrical tape. I've got extra LED bulbs. There's my meter reader if I need to read current, just in case, and some black tape. And I think I got some scissors back there too. So just good things to take on the road. Up here, just my general plastic cups, plates, measuring cup. Down here, I get my drawer of utensils. That comes in handy. I probably have too much more than I need. I won't open this drawer because it's nothing but a junk drawer. And of course, moving back, nothing different here. Just my toilet essentials. Here, got some extra kitchen bags. Man, I highly recommend these, especially if you're boondocking. You never know when you're gonna need baby wipes. Just some soap up there. And of course, I'm gonna fill these more here. I'm just starting out. I got sheets. I got more blankets are gonna come down here. Well, technically, my sleeping bags here. The sleeping bags go in here as well as pillows. And of course, I've got for picnic table. Got a top for that. Sunscreen. Oils for your pans, band-aids, cleaners, lovely mosquito spray, yeah. But I will fill more groceries in this cabinet, mainly this one. All my pots and pans are up here. If you can see that. I'm thinking about putting a light in here so I can see better. But a lot of the groceries I'll fill throughout here. You probably won't need this. Extra water if you need it, but that gets all full of groceries. And that's really all I need. It's just the two of us, so really don't take up a lot of room. And to keep things charged, I have the Bestic charger. Charges everything. Love that thing. And then of course back here, I've got this one, the 3MK, which I could use more of a charging. That's really nice. Again, charges all my electronics, because I'll put my computer up here. This is my portable antenna where I can move throughout the cabin. It's got a little hook at the end there. That's nice. PlayStation. Hey, you never know if it's going to be a rainy day. And of course, TV and some movies and a radio / iPod radio. Got my little mini fan. Loving my Polar fan. That's great. On the hot days, of course, it charges. USB into here. Also on the road, before I forget, I like to take my Schumacher. You may have seen this in other videos. But nice for a backup. And again, it's just pretty much a backup. And it's used for, in case I had a dead battery or something, this will give me a jump, as well as charge everything in the coach. And then off to the right is just the converter, basically. And then I do have some drawers here, so a lot of my clothes go in these really deep drawers, which is really nice. And of course, I have two up there as well. Doesn't hurt to as well just to double check your propane detector. And I always just give it a little push on the button there, and it resets, and it'll have a full light shows that it's ready to go. I was also going to show you this too. This is a nice little drawer. Road Trek, you were really thinking. I pull this, you got all my towels. Love this drawer. All my beach towels. You also got a little first aid kit in here. Some of the Road Trek information. And most also important is, let's not forget the glove department. Because the glove department has all my insurance. And if I need a tow, I have all that right there. Don't say I didn't warn you. Alright, checking systems. Over here, before I go, I also like to run my AC. I want to make sure that's running. And I also run the generator. There's your generator. I'll be plugged into shore power, but I like to make sure it's ready. Just because on the trip there, we'll probably spend one night where we won't be plugged in. And if it's really hot, like the whole country's suffering, I've got a generator and an air conditioner. And of course, I test that, make sure that's good to go. Plus, it helps to put a little load on the generator. I highly recommend you run your generator at least once a month. It'll keep it from seizing. Keep it conditioned. And of course, here's my input for power. Here's my propane, water, and holding tanks, which of course is 0. And I've got a little water, so I'll take a little water with me. And at the campground, I'm gonna plug right into the main city. Same thing with microwave, not a major deal, but I like to run that before I go. I like to run my exhaust fan. Again, these are all run by fuses, so I have fuses for all of these. So if I was ever in a time where the fuse busted, I've got one. Especially in this heat, you're going to want to have your fan. All systems go there. You can turn the air off. And yeah, that's it. I meant to show these items when I was outside, but speaking of water systems, it's good to have an RV water filter. This will hook to your actual hose off the spigot, and this will go into your line to your RV. Real important to have. You never know what you're going to have in water at a campground. And also surge protector. So when you plug into surge power, you have a surge protector. And this is nothing fancy, but it will let me know if I have clean power or not. I'll have 2 lights here, and if it's not clean power, I'll have red. And if that's the case, you really got to talk to your campground to put you in a different spot where you have clean power, because it could ruin your converter in your RV. So yeah, just a checklist of things I get prepared for camping. Hope it may help you or someone else. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and even share. Catch y'all later.